Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. I don't think I've uploaded a video since July of last year, and it was about the Lutz 99er. So yeah, here we are, many months later. Hello. This video is just going to be me talking, kind of recapping last year and talking about next year. So I did end up going to Schwalmingen. Schwalmingen was a lot of fun. Probably my favorite event of the entire year just because of the way that it's set up. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about 2025 quickly, and then we'll move on to 2026. So we raced Unbound, which was fine. I would like to amend some of my statements post Lutz 99er. I would go back. I think I was just frustrated with my performance when I filmed the recap video. And yeah, I don't know. I think I would go back. I think I was a little hard on myself and just said I hated the race, which I didn't. I would go back. That's all I really have to say on that. Did some crit racing in August. That was a lot of fun. I won some peanut butter. Had third place in one of them and won some peanut butter, so that was fun. And then Schwalmingen. Schwalmingen was a lot of fun. We drove from my parents' house up to Wisconsin, and the entire weekend was awesome. We camped at a campsite that was, I don't know, it was like 20 minutes from the end of the race, but like probably 45-ish from the beginning. So it wasn't too bad. But I think that event as a whole was my favorite, not because it was the shortest race of the year, but because it kind of made me realize that I had the wrong mountain bike. So I ended up selling that mountain bike and building a different one in October. So you'll see that one this year because we are definitely going to go back to Schwalmingen. But yeah, Schwalmingen was awesome just because of the way it was set up. Like, the amateurs go in the morning and then the pros go in the afternoon. So, like, 30 minutes to an hour after I passed the finish line, we saw Alexi come through and win, and the entire the women's pro sprint and the men's pro sprint. We saw that, so it was a lot of fun to get done with my own race and then just sit there and watch the pros come through. Because with some of these big, especially the lifetime events, it's very hard to spectate. So like, yeah, I thought Schwalmingen was cool in that, right? But yeah, so the end of the year, that was kind of where it stopped, because then in October, the entire month, I was sick and nobody knew what it was. Went to urgent care. Nobody knew what it was. Basically didn't work out the entire month of October, which then snowballed into not really working out in November and doing like the bare minimum in December. But we are now towards the end of January, and we're back in full swing of base season. So it's I've learned to be okay on the trainer for hours on end again, because back in November, after taking a fair chunk of time off, I was like, all right, let's get on the bike. And I just dreaded even doing an hour inside. And now I'm like, this Sunday I have to do 5 hours. So, yeah. But yeah, let's talk about this year. So this year I have 3 big events, three A races, if you would call it, in Sea Otter Gravel, Schwalmingen again, and then Big Sugar Gravel. So I'm excited for them. For Sea Otter, I will be halfway through my build, so I'm hoping I will be in phenomenal shape for it. But I mean, it's endurance, right? So I'll be through base season and halfway through my build block. So I think I'll still do relatively well for myself. And then Schwalmingen, I felt like I did well last year. I started in the last gate because I had not done the race prior, and qualified to start 2 gates forward and gate 4, so that'll be fun. Obviously, the goal for that is to improve again and be able to start further forward in 2027. But yeah, Big Sugar I was supposed to do last year, but then basically ended up deferring because of illness and just like getting sick and whatnot. And I was like, I can't go, basically. But yeah, so those are the big events that we're doing this year. I finally want to get into XC mountain bike racing. Not just like the endurance stuff, obviously, that like Lutzen was, and Schwamigen's technically, I think, XC marathon. But I'm talking like, I think it's XCC or XCO. It's one of the two. There's a local thing around here in New England, so I'm chomping at the bit to try that this year. That, and as well as getting back to crit racing, obviously. I am looking for a road race in the like middle to end of May, because that is after my build is completely done, and so I should be in probably the best bike shape I've ever been in my life. Because last year I was definitely in the best bike shape of my life going into, I think it was Lutzen. Like I was better going into Lutzen than I was going into Unbound. And obviously Unbound didn't go great because I didn't do any heat training. So if by some miracle I go to Sea Otter and qualify for Unbound, I will go back if I qualify. But there will be heat training 100% this time if we do that. So that's that. Those are the events. Obviously, crit racing in hopefully the spring and the fall. Well, more like, I think they start at the end of March, the one near me, and they go through May, and then it comes back again in August. So that would be fun. Doing, I think it's called Race Day XC. So doing those events throughout the year would be fun. They do have 2 XC races, so there is a 40-mile race that I think is for Schwamigen. My God. I don't know if you guys can hear the cats, but they're playing with a box. So, but yeah, so that's it. That's really it for events. There's a new video series that I would like, well, kind of 2, that hopefully will start this year. And I'm still thinking of a name for both of them. But this is basically the first episode of what I have so far dubbed Just Talking, when I feel like being a podcaster for 10 to 15 minutes at a time and just pick up a camera and start talking to it. No idea what I'm actually going to call it. The other video series, which I am so excited for because I've always been interested in bike packing and have never done it, is a buddy of mine. We have talked about getting into like slowly ticking off riding across each state. So that's going to be fun. I think this year we're targeting at least 3, which obviously we both currently live in New England. So Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, I think are the 3 that we are trying to get done this year. Vermont is the fringe one, and then Maine's going to have to be later. But yeah, there's some big life events outside of riding a bike that are happening this year. Like I'm getting married, and I'm also moving halfway across the country. So we're trying to get those at least 3 New England states done before I move. But yeah, so those are kind of the 2 new video series. I don't know if this one will be called Just Talking or not. I also am still brainstorming other names for it. But as far as goals go, talking about the big 3 events, so Sea Otter, Schwamigen, and Big Sugar, I'm hoping to do more of a full event vlog style video, so like including travel, prepping for race day, like week of preparations and all that stuff, because I really like the way that Alexi does his content. So I kind of want to emulate that to some degree, obviously from a amateur, not even like from the day-to-day amateur rider who participates in these events. That's what I would say. So we're hoping for at least 3 big vlogs this year. Goal number 2 is obviously to improve at Schwamigan, so qualifying in quotes, but finishing fast enough in order to start 2 gates forward. That's a great start for my first year going. Second year, let's try to do it again. I don't know how hard it is to get up to like gate 3, gate 2, whatever it is, make an improvement. That's all that I'm looking for. It's just improving, even if it's on overall time. Obviously, I think the course will be pretty much the same, but weather conditions could always be different. So I don't know if I want to look at raw time or if I want to look at like finishing number, basically. And then the last goal for this year is a quality video per month. Now, you could say I've already failed January because this is going up on January 31st. And I don't know if I would say that this is a quality video necessarily, but there will be some months where it is just me talking to a camera. I think when it are those months, or when it is those months, I'm going to try to do it as more of a ride vlog. But currently there is a ton of snow outside because we had Snowmageddon last weekend. So it's, yeah. So I say one quality video, but at least one video a month. And for like race, I'm not necessarily going to be doing race recaps anymore. They'll kind of be incorporated into the race vlog videos, hopefully. But like, for example, if we get to September and it's like, okay, the Schwamigan video would probably go up in October so that I have a month to edit everything and whatnot. But like in September, I could do, or like 2 weeks before I release the Schwamigan video, I could do like my bike check video, or the bike check video is going to be in the Schwamigan video. I don't know yet on that, but yeah. So those are really the 3 main goals this year: 2 new video series, 3 big events. I'm still looking for a road race in May in New England, so if anybody knows any, comment down below. That would be great. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. I promise it's not going to take me 6 months, 6 to 7 months to upload another video. There will be one bike build video this year. I am yet to decide if it's going to be my attempt at doing like a cinematic build or if it's just going to be me talking to the camera and building. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I will catch you guys in the next one.